Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
Okay, well,
when we drove up, no one was wearing a mask. When
yeah,
we drove up, people were at the line.
I'm just assuming that everybody has.
You said that just 1 second. You said that the bows were all being serviced. I just spoke to this family. These 3 bows, they don't belong to them.
No, they belong to me.
They're just here shooting for fun.
Yeah, well, to see if they like it, to see if they're going to buy stuff.
Okay, you're going to be receiving a $1,200 ticket by mail. Well, the business will be. Are you the owner of the business?
I am.
Okay, you'll get receiving that by mail. I genuinely don't believe that you're taking the necessary precautions in the Public Health Act.
I don't believe this would give you 6 feet. If you can't wear a mask because you feel it's strenuous work,
it's dangerous.
You have to be.
It's not strenuous. It's dangerous.
Okay.
So
just because no one is wearing masks, we would need some sort of partition, or
who do I send the bill to then?
So if you choose to open, that would be on.
No, but it's not that I choose to open. It's you choose to close me.
Yeah, there are.
So who do I send the bill to?
So I don't know, but there are funds from the government for some additional services.
The great thing is I'm not eligible for anything.
Okay.
Okay. So by you coming in here and doing this, you're shutting me down. I'm going to lose.
Shutting you down.
Yeah, you are. You are, because this is 80% of my business right now is the lanes.
Okay.
Okay. Because so if you're shutting this down, you're shutting me down. I might as well just close everything up, go home, get rid of the house, get rid of my car, get rid of everything.
Sheila Gunn Reid for Rebel News, and I'm back here at Wyld Archery Pro Shop and Lanes in Edmonton with owner Justin Watson. And we met Justin last week when he defied the lockdown restrictions and told us the story of how he decided to open up his archery lanes to people like me who want to practice our skill and maintain our hunting form for longer than just the 3 weeks of the year we sit in a tree stand and get disappointed. Justin, since I talked to you last, you've received what I would call a bit of harassment from Alberta Health Services and bylaw enforcement.
Yep. I will send you the 2 signs that we're asking individuals to put up for COVID. So I'll just go through. Are you the only staff, or do you have employees? Okay. What are you guys using for cleaning and disinfecting of services? I
will show you.
Okay, so you're using the Cavi wipes. Perfect. Yep. And I think these have a 2 or a 1 minute contact time.
I think those are a 2.
Okay, yeah, no, these are perfect. I'm just gonna check the date. Yeah, you're good till December. In order for you to be open, the government needs to ensure that you have measures in place to protect public health.
Okay.
So some of that onus is on you. If you can't safely put in these measures or are unable to do it, you can't operate.
So my question would be then is if they choose to not do that, isn't that their choice?
If that's the choice, and they're all subject to tickets, I suppose. But as well as an owner, you need to do some sort of due diligence.
Okay,
so
well,
example,
I have. I mean, I've got lanes marked off out there that then.
First of all, we'll talk about the lanes after, because those aren't permitted to be open.
Okay, well, it's part of the servicing though, because if I'm diagnosing problems, they have to be able to shoot.
Okay, so can I ask, sir, where is your bow and arrow that you own?
I just came a minute back, so I have not just started, so it's just hanging it here.
Okay, and is that from your house?
Yeah.
Okay, and then your guys' bows and arrows?
Yep, right here.
3 of those. Okay, perfect. And then you guys are over in there. Okay, so is anyone here from the same family? Okay, I haven't been to the gym in 6 weeks.
Well, it's not my problem.
I work out every day.
That's unfortunate. You should be allowed to go to the gym.
So, but I can't protect public health. So everybody here, like, I know we all want to get out. We want to practice. We want to do that. I get it. I have kids who aren't playing sports right now. I have another kid who basically is home every other week because kids in his school are sick. And so he's got to isolate. So I get it, but we all need to do our part. And like right now,
all in this together, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could issue, take everyone's name and give everybody orders.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to have to say you guys are going to have to leave. Okay, you're trespassing. So
normally we're not under the Public Health Act, Section 59, subsection 1. I'm allowed to conduct that.
It's
under the Public Health
that's
Act,
fine. It's a private establishment. It's private business.
We'll just explain something really quick, okay? So, like my partner said, 59 sub 1, we're allowed to be here for inspection.
Okay.
You can ask us to leave, but we don't have to leave until we're finished. So if you have an issue, you can contact the police. It's fine. but we're going to stay here until we're finished.
Okay, well,
when
I
we
guess.
drove up, no one was wearing a mask. When
Yeah,
we drove
that's.
up, people were at the line.
I'm just assuming that everybody
You
has.
said that just 1 second. You said that the bows were all being serviced. I just spoke to this family. These 3 bows, they don't belong to them.
No, they belong to me.
They're just here shooting
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah, well, to
That's
see if
what's
they
going
like
on.
it, to see if they're going to buy stuff.
Okay. You're going to be receiving a $1,200 ticket by mail. Well, the business will be. Are you the owner of the business?
I am.
Okay, you'll be receiving that by mail. I genuinely don't believe that you're taking the necessary precautions in the Public Health Act. You're letting people in your business with not wearing masks. So
Okay. Well, here, I'll give you my business card. You can send that to me.
I'll be going off the tax roll, but thank you.
Yep. And,
So we can give you our business cards too. You are a citizen. You have every right to fight a ticket.
oh, and you damned rights I'm going to.
You have every right to do that. Okay?
Yeah, I've got some pretty good lawyers. I've got.
Yeah, but at this time, I'm not satisfied that these people
That's
the Public Health Act.
that-
I'm not satisfied that you're following the Public Health Act.
that's perfectly acceptable. That's your call. I hope you guys know that you're being despicable, and I hope you know that your family friends are absolutely disgusted by what you're doing.
You're welcome to your opinion.
No, that's not an opinion.
Yeah, Fritzer.
Well, it is.
That's-
the ticket will
no.
come in a couple days.
Yeah, that's fine.
All the
Okay.
information on the back of the ticket. Plead not guilty if that's your choice.
That's
You
going to
can
be
see
the
the photo.
happening. So yeah, you guys are done now. I'm assuming you can all leave.
So I just have a couple quick questions. So if you're going, like if the retail is going to continue, I'll send you some items that need to be in place. So some signage, some access to hand sanitizer, a written rapid response plan. Not that this is open yet, but for example, letting people try equipment that they may buy, I would need to know, you would have to have certain areas where markers are. So if I stand here,
No, this is marked off, and I tell everybody that.
so this person, someone would be shooting from here?
No, somebody would be shooting
And the
from
next
here.
person would be shooting from here.
Right.
Okay, so does this, I don't believe this would give you 6 feet. If you can't wear a mask because you feel it's like strenuous work.
It's
you have to
dangerous.
you have to be 3 meters
It's
apart.
not strenuous. It's dangerous.
Okay.
So
So just because no one is wearing masks, we would need some sort of partition,
Okay,
or I would go every.
who do I send the bill to then?
So if you choose to open, that would be on.
No,
your
but it's
stay
not that I
open,
choose to
would
open.
be-
It's you choose to close me.
Yeah, there are.
So who do I send the bill to?
So I don't know, but there
Because-
are funds from the government for some additional services.
The
for
great thing
COVID,
is
for-
I'm not eligible for anything.
Okay.
Okay. So by you coming in here and doing this, you're shutting me down. I'm going
not
to lose.
shutting you down.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
just giving
You
you
are.
some
Because this
options
is
to protect
80% of
public
my
health.
business right now is the lanes.
Okay.
Okay. Because so if you're shutting this down, you're shutting me down. I might as well just close everything up, go home, get rid of the house, get rid of my car, get rid of everything, because that's what's going to happen because of you people and your absolute despicable choices. The government, the media, you people, everything. It's garbage.
Okay. And I can't imagine as a small business owner.
No, you
And
can't.
there are some supports available.
But I'm not eligible for any of them.
Okay. And I don't know enough about.
I've
your
applied for all of them,
eligibility.
and the government has said no.
Okay. Well,
So-
again, unfortunately, the way right now in a pandemic, it's kind of for the
Pandemic,
greater
yeah.
public good. And
Pandemic.
so, okay.
Pandemic.
I will send you. Is your card have an email on it?
Yep.
Okay, I'll just grab that so I have a.
Here, I'll give you one for you. No. Don't touch. Don't touch. Because you might get COVID. So can't be having that now. Here, I'll give you that.
And we want to work with you guys.
Because I might have COVID. So
No,
sorry,
that's why
you
we're
know.
not issuing tickets to individuals who work here not wearing masks. We want people, we want to educate people the importance of it. So again, well, I'll come back. I'll send you what needs to be in place.
Yeah.
If it's not in place.
Yeah, you send that to me. How do you guys sleep at night? Yeah. See you next week.
It's probably 48 hours. Probably Wednesday I'll come out.
Well, good luck. I'm closed.
They came in last Sunday, wandered in here like they own the place, and great, good on them. And yeah, proceeded to hand me a $1,200 ticket, which they're mailing to me. I don't understand that.
It's maybe so that they don't have to get the COVID from you.
Probably, because we've all got the cove. So it's, yeah. And it was, my customers were in here, were absolutely horrified that they came in here like they did. It wasn't a fun experience for anybody. It definitely wasn't a fun experience for me, and they threatened essentially to give everybody in here tickets and said that, yeah, if you're in here and you're shooting, you could get a fine.
And again, archery is, if you care about these sorts of things, socially distant by practice. And you have signs, on the wall that, say, sort of stand away from each other. Don't be pointing your arrows at each other as you're at the lanes. I mean, you can only shoot one way, that way. So it's a sport that lends itself to distance and I guess solitude.
Yeah, it really does. It's I like to refer to it as a solitary group activity. So, because you can do it by yourself and whatnot. And if you choose to, then you can socialize. But yeah, for the most part, people come in here and they just hang out by themselves and shoot. And on Sunday, it was a couple of families, close friends that were in here, and they were all social distancing and nobody was having an issue with anybody. So
when Alberta Health Services and bylaw came, I guess they spooked the daylights out of your customers.
They did. Nobody was in here wearing masks because safety hazard, again, and everybody in here is a free thinking human being. And within a few seconds of bylaw coming in, everybody had their masks on. And so that just says that nobody's really scared of the virus. They're just scared of the government.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? And we talked about this last time that I was here and I saw the sign still on the door on the way in. You don't police your customers. If they aren't wearing a mask, you take a hands-off approach. It's none of your business.
That's right. It is none of my business. Again, like I said last time, I'm not the government. I'm not their daddy and I'm not their doctor. So they can choose what they want to do when they want to do it. It's not hurting anybody. And everybody that comes in here is here of their own free will. And they accept and know the risks of it. So what am I supposed to do?
That's a great attitude. Now, it's Thursday night. I'm here. You're open till 7, which means you're open. You're not closing even though they want you to close, even though they gave you a ticket and because you were open.
That's right. I'm still open. They don't know what to do. They really don't. They have no idea what archery is about. They don't want to learn. They don't want to ask questions. They just want to say, this is the rule, you follow the rule, or we're going to make an example of you. And that's what they've done. But unfortunately, I don't like that. So unfortunately for them, I don't like that.
And, there's a Costco right across the street. Yep. I bet you on any given day, there's a couple hundred people at any time of the day, a couple hundred people in that Costco. They're probably even looking at sporting goods there, but they can't come over here and practice a sport that lends itself to distance.
That's right. I asked her in an email, and I think in person as well, why I can have 15 or 20 people over in the retail aspect, but if 2 or 3 people come over here and want to shoot, that's now against the law. And I got no response from that.
And you have a huge space here.
Yes.
Like, it's huge. And again, you cannot use this entire side of your space. You can only pack everybody into the retail side.
They gave me, because the regulations have lifted a little bit or whatnot, that they said I can now teach one-on-one. So I can have one person come in here and I can show them how to shoot, or I can do family groups of up to 4, or there's something else. There's or. And it doesn't make any sense why that can be, but I can have, I think it is school group children come in here and shoot, which doesn't make any sense to me, because I guess it's something similar to hockey or whatever. We can have small groups of kids come in here and shoot.
I couldn't come in alone.
But you couldn't come in alone unless I'm teaching you. So
2 of us can be on the lane, but I can't come in with my own arrows that I took from home, my own bow, my own equipment. I can't go here and shoot alone.
That's apparently, unless I'm here teaching you.
That doesn't make any sense. But the good news is you are not backing down.
No, absolutely not. Like I said to my wife the other day, they didn't cow me. They just created a monster that's not going to be put back in the cage.
I love everything about that. Justin, when I was here last, I said, if you get a ticket, reach out to me because we're going to put you in touch with a top criminal lawyer at no cost to you through fightthefines.com, because we want to fight your ticket in court. We don't want you to pay that. We want you to plead not guilty. And let's get these things in front of a real judge. What do you think about that?
I think it's great. My biggest concern is that we take the foot off the pedal. Now that they've opened up a little bit to the restaurants and a little bit, they've given us a little bit of our freedom back. And I'm really, really scared that we just go, oh, well, we've got a little bit of that back now. We're fine now. And that's going to be the worst thing that's ever happened, because the only reason that Kenny and their people have opened it up is because we have had our foot on the pedal, and we've had the restaurants, we've had people fighting back, and we need to keep fighting. And if we don't, then we've lost. You know, that's a great point, because it did reach a critical mass where Kenny could not contain the restaurant owners, and it was coming from his own base in rural Alberta. And I think when you think about people who participate in hunting and archery and just generally doing things that are outdoors, that's probably the UCP base too. It is. And I talk to people every day that come in here and they're disgusted. You know, they are absolutely disgusted with how the politicians are treating us. We're cattle, and that's it. I can't even say that we're sheep. Sheep are useful. I would say more so lemmings. You know, somebody said run off the cliff, and people are running off the cliff. Customers have been very, very supportive. And yeah, it is their base. And unfortunately for the UCP, I don't think that they're going to have much of a base left after this. You know, and that is truly scary. The flip side of that conversation is what? The NDP get back in power. I mean, the Liberals don't exist in Alberta really, but that's the flip side. If Kenny doesn't right the ship, then we end up with Rachel Notley again. There's a pretty big growing sentiment here, especially with my customers, about independence. I'm listening. So, yeah, it's very, very big. The independence movement, talking to people, they don't want it, but they see that as that's the next viable option, because we're all Canadians. And unfortunately, the rest of Canada doesn't seem to care too terribly much about the West. That I think is probably the story of this pandemic, is that people are becoming reluctant activists, that just owning a business and opening your business is an act of civil disobedience. And so I'm proud that we can help you fight your ticket in court. If you are a business owner like Justin and you are planning to reopen your business in defiance of the lockdown restrictions, do reach out to us at iwillopen.com and let us tell your story. And if you're someone like Justin here who has received a lockdown ticket, I do not want you to pay it. I want you to fight it. I want you to send it to us at fightthefines.com. Let's get your ticket in front of a real judge, and let's make the government explain their lockdown restrictions in a court of law. For Rebel News here in Edmonton with Justin Watson of Wyld Archery Pro Shop in Lanes, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. If you've received a lockdown ticket for just trying to live your life, don't pay it, fight it. Send it to us at fightthefines.com and we'll put you in touch with a top criminal lawyer at no cost to you. And if you're someone who has yet to receive a lockdown ticket, well, don't worry. There's a way that you can get involved in the fight too. You can donate to our largest civil liberties project to date, fightthefines.com.